Starting right now, you can be the Mr. McCarran and the Mr. Isaac tomorrow, right? We're starting now. So, I'm seeing you taking notes, and I know that what you're taking is things that you are getting interested in. And Mr. McCarran is giving you poems on issues and things that would be beneficial to the young people. Drugs, as we know, we ask you not to take part, not to get involved in drugs. It can send you insane, right? And we know what else comes with drugs. So these poems are based on issues. And let's see if Mr. Isaac's poem and writing takes on a different format. So let us welcome Mr. Isaac again to the podium as he presents.
So I am told that you students are the future writers and authors and publishers. Is that so? Is that true? What kind of daddy answer is that, man? Is that true?
Yes.
Right, that's very nice. So you know my name, you know where I'm from, and you know that I was in Bishop's College. I started school here in 1986, I think it was. So add 5 years to that, and you would know when I left. All right. By the time I got to Bishop's College, I was writing already, and I've done 2 books since. So I was told that I should be reading the best poems for you. So I'll just start by asking you a question. How many of you know who Winston Aki is? Who else knows Winston Aki? Right. So you don't know Winston Aki. How many of you know Chachai or knew Chachai? Okay. I'll probably do away with this mic. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Yes. That's good. I prefer it without the mic probably. So you know who Chachai was? Who he is? Let's do it this way, right? I want it to be interactive. I want you to be involved. This is really your show. It's not my show. So what I'm going to do is share some pieces with you, and then we'll talk about it. You tell me what it is about, and you can ask me any question you want. Why I wrote it, what influenced me. Just ask world of questions. Is that all right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Be brave. God, people is brave people, all right? So, this is not in a book yet. It's going to be released in a book in January that looks specifically at people, times, and places in Carriacou for Winston Aki. Rastafari Chachai. This morning when I hear the news about the eye, bring to my mind the times, the Isis, the prayers, the I engine, Wamba, ID, Della. You can't hear? Let me mic up, alright? For Winston Aki. Rastafari Chachai. This morning, when I hear the news about the eye, bring to my mind the times, the Isis, the prayers, the I engine, Wamba, ID, Della, Negi, Master, the pumpkins, squash, watermelons, work in the open ground, acres and acres, more than 40, and the juvenile protection received from the item in the fields. We just can't forget them things in the life of this island. Despite the short lifespan, we keep moving on, and we remember the dread, know that the eye is gone. And as I was walking on the beach this morning, just reflected to the lines from the Burning Spear song, God protect the eye, and the eye going out and coming in, from all evil things, accident include. So, let's talk. What is that poem about? About the Rastaman, the eye. Okay, yes. Who is the eye?
Chachai.
Chachai is the eye. And what are we saying about Chachai? What happened? Hold on, one question at a time. What happened to him? Right, so his death was the occasion when the poem was written. Right? The writer was moved to write on hearing news of what? Of his death. What does the writer write about?
His past life.
Hmm? spent with him. Is that unusual? No, you are very young, so death might not be in the picture. But when we lose loved ones, it's natural to do what? To write about it. And if we don't put it on paper, we write about it in our hearts. And we reflect and we think and we meet in groups and we talk about them. What's the point? The point is, poetry is nothing complicated. Writing is nothing complicated. You have all the material here that you want to write about. Your times in school, the people that you know, the things that happen on the news. You have a wealth of information out there that you can just garner and write about it. So, what is it that you remember about the Chachai? When they used to plant. Is this an illusionary story, something that's made up, something that's abstract, or is it real?
Real.
Why do you say it's real? What are some of the real things that I mentioned?
Person.
Hold on. Yeah? Yes? Tell us, come on. Yeah, so the person's real, Chacha is a real person.
What he used to do?
What he used to do, you know what Chacha did?
Yes. He used to plant and he used to plow the garden.
He used to plow. Chacha was a farmer as part of a cooperative that was called Carriacou. Carriacou was happening in Carriacou in the 1980s. Who are some of the people that Chacha worked with? Gwamba, you know who Gwamba is? Who knows who Gwamba is? Well, of course, Wendy knows who Gwamba is. Anybody else know who Gwamba is? Right. Do you think Gwamba is a Rasta? Yes. And Gwamba is Selwyn Andrew. He's a farmer and he lives in Rabin. His son is Shaka. You know Shaka? So we don't have to imagine. We're dealing with real people and real things. And they had this cooperative, and how was I involved with them? Because I wrote it. See, when you get to Form 5, guess what's going to happen? CXC, right? You're going to do CXC English and literature, right? Probably they give you a poem and you have to decipher it. You have to analyze it. So we're just analyzing a poem, that's all. Be brave and nice of the place. What was I doing with the Rastas? Okay, so I used to talk. What else did I do with them? Because I'm musing, I'm remembering things that transpired with them. What did I do with the Rastas? Planting. Was it me alone as a youngster with the Rastas? No. Who else was there? Who? Maggie. You know who Maggie is?
Yes.
Who's Maggie? Java Tractor is an agriculturist as well. So Maggie was there, Gwamba was there, that's Selwyn, Maggie's from Granby. Who else? You know, anybody knows who Della is? You know Leftist Calypsonian?
Yes.
You know his mother?
Yes.
That's Della. So these are historical people in the annals of Carriacou. They live here and they've done things contributing toward Carriacou. So on the surface it might seem about a poem about a man that died. But it really is much more if you dig and dig below the surface, and that's what poetry is about. You can get rims and rims of paper diluted and going through one poem. So the juvenile protection talks about the fact that it wasn't I alone, there were lots of boys and girls in the field. It was juvenile protection because instead of being elsewhere, we were under the guardianship in the fields, and we learned about agriculture, and we learned about cooking, and we learned about nice things with the Rastafarians. So it's a happy reminiscence as well. I don't know if you feel it? Yeah. So it's like, when I see Engine and I see Gwamba and they hail me up and people might, but it's historical. There's a long, you understand? So you can write about your history. But people might know that I might think like it jumped from the sky. Things don't jump from the sky, right? And here's a bit of history, right? Because you have to be interested in history and lots of reading, lots of things that's happening around you if you want to be a good writer. It talks about acres and acres, more than 40. Anybody knows what that is about? The amount to plow. It goes deeper than that. So anybody guess? If you don't like it and it's boring, well, it'll get exciting just now. What is this reference to 40 acres? Have you ever heard about 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah.
What is that about, Shamaya? Right, so that's a start. You do American history here? Okay, well you can research it. It's almost a kind of employment of simile. 40 acres and a mule is a reference to something that is really embedded in American history. It has to do with slavery in the southern states. In fact, if you know who Spike Lee is, you know Spike Lee? Man, you have to know, you see why you have to know things? Spike Lee is a big black movie director out of New York. And his company is called 40 Acres and a Mule, with reference to that. I know you might say like, well, all this thing about, but as you grow, and if you want to expand, it's just nice to know things. So really, it's talking about a hard work, and it was like slave labor, because it wasn't big mechanization, all right? So we say, look, Chachai, as if I'm speaking to the man, we can't forget them things. We can't really remember you because you did magnificent things for me as a youth and for lots of people. You dig it?
Yeah.
You know who Burning Spears or you know who Tupac is? You know who Gucci Banton is or you know who Billy Man is? What about Vybz Kartel? So you don't know Burning Spears but you know Vybz Kartel. What about Adonai? So you know Adonai but you don't know Gucci Banton. You know Gucci Banton? And Billy Man?
Yes.
So if you know Gucci Banton, you can give me a line from one of his songs? Give me one. Only Jah know how we get through. With all the hype in the price of a leg we have to while our leaders play, while I see people are ripping a rock holler. Teeth never like it's the teeth we done. No love for the people who are suffer. Another toll to the goal, may God help me so. You know? You want Vybz Kartel? Summertime, you know, so alright. So what you see, the point is, right? All these people, including all the artists in Carriacou, like Leftists and then Billy did a nice song about feeling the feelings. All these people are really poets, yeah? That's the foundation of the whole thing. It's just that they add another dimension like musical accompaniment and it takes the thing further and people are more excited. But really, it's poetry. So it's like, you're not far, man. So who has a poem they want to read? Anybody come with a poem? Instead of listening to me, you can listen to yourself. That's more exciting. Who has one to read? I don't want to read the next one. Right. Okay, so I'll read the next one and then you get ready. You will get brave. Jamaya, you ready? Yeah. Because that's the thing, the workshop is your workshop. Never mind me, I could read poem all day. No, you must read to yourself and get excited and see there are poets in the room. No, I don't know if you know about the books. These are the books, right? One is available at your school, probably somewhere in the library. And it's called Poetic Duty. This is 1 and this is 1.5. This one came out last year, January. This came out August, I think it was, right? This one is called Coming from Carriacou, and this one is called Without Definition, a Kayak in England. You feel like you want to hear our next poem?
Yes.
You want to hear something about Carriacou people? Anybody know who Bogoligi was? Only you know Bogoligi, I'm going back too far. All you got to ask, serious, you got to ask Daddy who Bogoligi was. His name was Steve. So maybe I shouldn't read all about Bogoligi. I will read man. Read it. So maybe I should give you a night. Bogoligi now, there's a Facebook page for the books. And teacher what was there? She said, well, wait, get this picture of Bogoligi because like, these are my man, so they, you know. One Sunday I'm in Ravine going down as you come up Montreal Road and you're going down there. And it is Sunday, remember, right? But Monday is Juve morning. Could you imagine in the middle of the afternoon, 2 o'clock, Bogoligi is all ready for Juve? All in black? Sunday afternoon, you dig it? So I got a picture of Bogoligi on the occasion. And sadly, Bogoligi died some years later, right? There's a fellow named Edwin that lives in Tropic. You don't know him? All these people know him, but who from Mount Pleasant here? Who from Tropic or Montreal? You know Edwin? How did I call him? Tell us. Kopi. Right. So in this book, because it's coming from Carriacou, and the idea is that don't be afraid to write about the things in your backyard and try to export it. There's nothing wrong with that. That is what Vybz Kartel does. He writes about things in the ghetto and Portmore and the Empire, in Jamaica, and he's gone worldwide. I was in a bus in England, a double-decker bus upstairs, and there were 2 white girls, like you in the back, with a telephone, and guess that what they were listening to? Vybz Kartel. So I had to stop and take a picture, but I couldn't because they look at me and they say, like, what is he watching us for? You understand? Right. But that's to tell you, so don't be afraid to write and feel you can't make it to the bestsellers list in New York or wherever. You have to be brave. So anyway, back to Kofi and Steve. Them fellas are some special fellas. So I wrote to Kofi because he was in prison in a magistrate's prison in the Greater Richmond Hill, and I wrote him a letter. Now, I'm writing to Steve, but Steve is deceased. But it so happens I incorporate things about Kofi in it. So there we go. Steve, why should you have a big head? And you love to take more than a regular swing. But true, all man from top will grave. That day you don't take your bag and leave. Remember you used to call my name? Jeffrey, what go? I did, man. Yes, man, Stephen, but so it go. And you don't trod the roads no more, like Lion, Errol, Crucial. What do you know them fellas? Yeah. And your namesake. Then you drink Kindy. And hoping get a stroke. Say, Jeffrey, I know if the Almighty strike me. For when he was playing stupidity and breaking down shop, poor Uncle Lee. Everything wasn't easy. Going to jail regularly, even Cousin Joyce, he couldn't get away. The boy's hands were sticky. I don't want to say it just so it goes. As you know, rum, ganja, and cocaine, them three could destroy anybody. And so too, bad company. Because when he was in the Southeast, he used to rave on in Bristol, Liverpool, and Man City. He and them Macron boys, them. He said, right now, I don't know where them stay. It's a good thing. Is here you didn't know and Cousin Pauline never send you away. So if Kopi feel, he paying for his deeds. It's not even said, it's just so it go. And Bogoliki boy, you end it to see. All you get it? Yeah. All you ain't get it? So who is Cousin Pauline then? When I done, I come in off and somebody coming. Who is Cousin Pauline? We're looking at the poem. We decipher who is Cousin Pauline. Wait, tell us who Cousin Pauline is. Whose mother? Bogoligi, she get it right. Interpreting the poem. Who is Bogoligi's namesake? Mention his name is made of his namesake. It says, wait there, boy. And you don't trod the roads anymore like Lion, they're all crucial and your namesake. Yes. You get it? Because what is Bogoligi's name in the poem? His proper name? Steve. So his namesake must be? Steve. You see, so you know them fellas writing Parang and the Parang committee been saying, don't write people's name and things. Or say derogatory things about people. You can write a lot of lines and you don't have to call people's names. It's not necessary and it could be beautiful. It's like, you know who Tupac Shakur was? He's a rapper from America, died young. He was being interviewed by these lawyers for their position. He was in jail, right? And they were asking him certain questions. You can look at it on YouTube, everything on YouTube. But the point is that they were saying, do you write gangster rap? And he says, no. Did you ever write and say that they should shoot police? And he said, no. They said, what do you write about? He said, I write to make people think. The point is you could write and you ain't call nobody name and you ain't say anything, but there are always subliminal messages underneath that runs and runs very deep. You like Bob Marley? No? Yes. No, you don't like Bob Marley. That's right, if you don't like Bob Marley, the world won't stop for that. That's okay, baby. Now, what else you got in the poem? Bogoligi was in prison? No. Bogoligi wasn't in prison. Oh, wait, he got a stroke. What's your name? What's your name? Where are you from? I don't feel like you. She listening. Bogoligi catch a stroke. All of that is in the poem. And how we know that Kobe went to jail? Because it doesn't say Kobe went to jail. How you know he went to jail? Excellent. So you make connections. So imagine you're writing to CXC and you still do the people in England, CXC. And you could put in things there, they say, oh, this is a bright girl. How she get that? Nobody says Kofi went to jail, but it is implied he went to jail because his family he was stealing. Who shot did Kofi was stealing? Uncle Lee. Excellent. There was somebody else shot he stole in that's mentioned. Who else? Cousin Joyce, but I don't want the teachers to tell all you. I want a little listen. So next time when Mr. You heard what he said about crab? What is the prime time to go on hunt crab? 10 o'clock. And what else? He spoke about? Masanto. And crab, you hear nice rhythm and rhyme, so listen to the poem. I don't know. What do you have enough for me? Who coming to read? Yes, you have it, come, darling. Come. And then I'll hand over to Mr. Marshall. Come and give us your poem. Let the children be involved in their thing.
Yes,
Yeah, man. Come on. Yeah, man. Come and give us your poem, man.
Come, be brave, be brave, be brave. So why does one shop for everybody?
Alright, I done. I want to thank all you very much, eh? That's alright. I'll take pictures of you.
The name of my poem is entitled A Very Strange Guy. Last night in the street I saw a guy. He waved his hand to multiply. He flapped his wings so he can fly. A gun shot him and he didn't die. I was so scared I began to cry. He went to the shop and bought me a pie. I told everyone and they said that I lied about that very, very strange guy. I think.
Oh, man, I love it. So who's the writer of that strange, very strange guy? He got shot and he didn't die. He went to the shop and he bought me a pie. Oh me, oh my, I love it to the sky. Aye. All right, I'm done. That's it. No. I had two. It's Mr. Thing's turn now, and then we go roll. Yes, please. You call you want me back. Only the students want me back. Yes. I will come back. Okay. Summertime. Thank you. No, I can't sing. I could mime.